Yo, Mike Scott, Chicago. You only grow when you're alone. So enjoying life today by myself. Just did a long walk, come from Michigan Avenue. I'm over at the riverwalk today, enjoying life today. Out here in the sun. Temperature is real nice today. You know, only thing good that came out this year is that right now, December the 10th, usually it's snow on the ground, and normally it's about, most times it's 15 degrees outside. So you can walk around, like you said, I got my coat out. Don't get sick, you know, because I don't drink, I don't use drugs, I don't smoke cigarettes, don't gamble. My immune system is real good because I walk. Most days I walk. The body has to move half an hour, 5 days a week, and I'm enjoying the sun. You know, sun is your vitamin, so I'm enjoying the beauty right this minute. A fool looks for happiness at a distance. A wise man finds it right under his feet. So happiness is in the here and now. You know, my God is the God that commands the sun. The White House is not my God, so I don't matter who's in positions in the White House because I pray to God. You know, that's the God that I keep in contact with. You know, I pray to be calm and let nothing upset me. I pray to not allow those about me spoil my peace of mind. I pray to be calm in the midst of the storm. I pray to have no fear. You know, fear is the curse of the world. Fear is everywhere. You can walk around 100. You can walk past 100 people today, and you don't see them have masks outdoor. So they're living in fear, probably sleeping in their masks. And very important to breathe when you're outdoors. Get your oxygen. You know, breathe. Bad breath, better no breath. And don't live in fear. Don't live in worry. You know. The first fruits of meditation is emotional balance. Meditations I've been on like 30-something years now, called Meditations of the Masters. It says if one wears shoes, the pebbles on the road will not harm his feet. If one remains calm under any conditions, the pebbles in life will not cause you pain. So don't react. Meditation I do every day. Be calm, be true, be quiet. Do not get emotionally upset by anything that happens around you. Feel the goodness and purpose of the universe. Be true to highest ideals. Do not let yourself slip back in the old ways of reacting. Stick to your spiritual guns. Become always. Do not talk back, defend yourself too much against accusation, whether false or true. Accept criticism as well as accept praise. Only God can judge the real you. So I live in those meditations, you know, and that's what I feed my spirit, my mind, and that's what I live in. I don't put the news in my head because, you know, things been killing people a long time. Cigarettes kills 8 million people worldwide. Walked across, I seen a man last week. He's smoking a cigarette, which kills 8 million people. Put him in the ground, not in the hospital. And he seen me, he puts his mask up like this. But he and I just told him, you just had a cigarette in your mouth, you know. And you know, things that people put inside their body, like alcohol, kills 3.2 million people worldwide every year. I mean, those numbers are never gonna go down. Never gonna go down. Because they made $250 billion off of alcohol. That's why it's essential. You know, I don't care what kind of virus is going on in the world, they're never gonna shut down those vintage liquor stores because people are coming in line, practice social distance. Then they legalized marijuana. And they bragging on it that it made $1 billion in Illinois, state of Illinois. And I don't care what they say. Who legalized it? It's a drug. Anything that makes a person paranoid, you know, and isolates them, you know. And see, see, a monkey can't sell bananas. So you do what's popular is not right, what's right is not popular. A lot of stuff is popular is not right. Just because it's popular, I mean it's right. So social distance was created when it came out with first of all, Amazon took over the world. They pushed the button, something to come to you. Then they put the cell phones. Everybody's addicted to the cell phones. You walk down the street in the summertime, like right now. I'm on the riverwalk, but you walk past here in the summertime, you walk past a person, they're living in their phones. Even if they're on a romantic outing with a mate, both mates, the male and female, are both on the phone. See, that's what we're talking about, social distance. So people are addicted to things like their phones. So I have to detach from a lot of things. A man is rich in proportion to things he can afford to leave alone. The more things I can leave alone, the freer I am. I don't know what the horse named the racetrack. I don't play lottery number. I don't play scratch off. It's cool to be a square. So the slow lane is the best lane. It's cool to be a square. Pause before the penitentiary. So I didn't need to sanitize my hands. I needed to sanitize my mind. My thinking was messed up. So believing in Santa Claus, find out Santa Claus. See, the world's full of trickery, and Satan is father of lies. A passive person as an advertising man's dream. Millions of people gonna be going to take that shot when it comes out. Anything that's forced on you is there's a problem with anything that's forced for people to do. See, God is not a forceful God. He gives angels the freedom of choice to do right or wrong. He didn't command the angels. One angels did wrong, but even angels got they could do right or wrong. Human beings, we got free will. But anything that's forced on you, that's a red flag. Because God is not God gives you free will. He's the greatest servant. He's always waiting for it. So God can be a shield. No problems in the world can harm you. You take a fool and put him in a mansion, he's still a fool. It's not what you possess, who you are, the position you hold, and where you're located at that makes you happy or happy is what you think about. Our thoughts are our best friends, our worst enemies, also do you more harm than a brick. Life is a big question mark. God is a big answer. Whatever the question, he's the answer. No matter how down, up, tired, or strong, be finna betrayed, upright, hurt or happy, rich or broke, famous or unknown, God is the answer to your problems, not the White House. God is the answer to your problems. So those, I remember my mother gave me this Bible, and I was listening to Jimi Hendrix and Eastern religions, but I took it down one time after 5 years, looking at it in front of my face. And it said, those who trust in the Lord are steady, which means being calm. Those who trust in the Lord are steady as Mount Zion, unmoved by any circumstances. When you go into Bhagavad Gita, he talks about one is not disturbed in spite of misery, one is not elated to happiness, free from attachment and fear. One who's not disturbed in spite of miseries, one who's not elated when there's happiness, free from attachment and fear and anger. See, anger, worry, and fear is destructive emotions. That's why people, react when they see something on the news. They're isolating. They're living. Their emotions are controlling them. They're not controlling their emotions, and that's what anger does. I must control my emotions, and my emotion will control me. So it ain't about how I feel. It's about see, what do you do to avoid being thrown in bad company? Hold your tongue, use your leg. So it means say nothing, walk away. See, nothing is worth losing peace of mind over. If your happiness depends on money, you will never be happy with yourself. So I can't worship God and money both. So God is answering your problems, not money, because I used to think it was money. I wore Italian-made suits. I had pinstripe suit, jumped on jets. I'm talking about the cream always rise to the top. Because I use things to build me up. See, the more you value things, the less you value yourself. What is more important, self-esteem or esteem by others? When you care about people's approval, you become their prisoner. What you think of yourself is much more important than what others think about you. So I wear the world like a loose garment. Sometimes you got to go opposite the world to find peace in the world, to get inner peace. I can't follow the crowd. See, great man, no robots. 1 million people went to watch the water and air show. I boycotted the water and air show. I had to stop worshiping, take people's lives. King Solomon proverb talks about, he said, wisdom is better than the weapons of war. So you got people walk around with weapons of war. They got bad tempers. And that's why we got the shootouts in the expressways, people being gunned down because you said something to me last week on my post. See, that's what I'm saying. We're dealing with emotions. See, and I got to step back. That's why I always tell the young guys, pause before the penitentiary. Don't let yourself go back into reacting, because everybody don't know how not to react. But see, the peace that comes from God, like I said, no one can take it. Uncalm times are the only times when evil can find an entrance. How does evil find an entrance? Is either if I'm angry about something, or if I'm worried, or I'm full of fear. People buy $1,000 for toilet paper out of fear because they fear they're gonna run out. You know, so that's what that emotion does. People are running out and buying 1,000 toilet paper, hand sanitizer, can't push an elevator button, can't walk in the store, and then it turns to the hermit life. See, the hermit life is not a normal life. It's good to be by yourself, but you got to be around people. And people get sick because they're not around people. So the immune system can't fight fight out, like infection because they're isolated in like their own world. So I'm glad to be in the here and now, around people. I got a dog playing right now. See the little dog playing? Dog's out here. He's not worried. He's happy. So you got to be around. You got to be around the universe. People got to be around people. You got to see dogs playing. The dog he playing. You got like a little dog over here. So you got to be around. You got to be around people. You can't be isolated and be happy. So my Scott, Chicago, a beautiful day in Chicago. Every time the sun rises, I think of my life is just beginning. When I go to bed at nighttime, I think of my last day on earth because one day it will be. And I get to seize the moment. The dinosaurs are gone because the dinosaurs couldn't change. The butterflies are still here because they can change. Confucius said one must change, be constant happiness or wisdom. So I had to change, like I say. So my thinking has changed, my music has changed, my life has changed. So I'm glad to, like I say, it ain't been a bad day for me, or it's not a bad year. My parents both died. That was a storm in 2012, but I was able to put the action going to work the next day. Solomon said in Proverbs, you're a sports specialist if you can't stand the pressure of adversity. So adversity going to come. See, adversity make a man wise. So I need the trials and tribulations to be happy, joyous, and free. He that cannot do the bad will not live to see the good. He is wise in doing all the pains of life and still smiles in serenity. So Mike Scott, it's cool to be a square. I'm enjoying life today. I had a good day in Chicago this morning, beautiful walk, and I'm going to have a good day. Thank you.